So it is 5 at night. I just woke up. I'm a piece of shit. Come for me, whatever. Do you hear this? It's like demon children living across the street from me. Just like so obnoxious. They're always screaming and just like, Rah! I'm just like, control your spawn. It's insane. Like they're just like always freaking out and stuff. Oh my god, I have so much like crusties. I mean, it's good because like they woke me up. I have like a built-in alarm across the street. But fuck, man. Today is the day of the Super Bowl. I am gonna work, I think. We'll see. Do you hear this? They're just like freaking out. This dude has like 3 children, and I'm like, where is their mother? Because like they're just always screaming, and he's always roughhousing with them, and they're jumping out of trees and shit. I'm like, yo, you live in the city. Children are not supposed to be jumping out of trees that are next to the street. 'Cause they're just like jumping out of trees and like throwing their toys in the street and shit, and then cars are running them over, and then they're like, ah! They're like the greatest thing ever, just like went boom, and I'm just like, yo, kids, stop. Like, what? Who left these children alone? Because they're like babies. And I'm just like, you're too tiny to be near a street by yourself. So I think it's time for some green tea. It's insanity. So I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is that my skin is doing really, really good right now. I don't know if you guys can see very well. It's like tiny little breakouts, but I don't have any big like congestion things. I ordered this stuff online on Amazon that had really good reviews, and so far I like it. This is just me, like I haven't even washed my face or anything. I literally just pulled my hair back. I'm about to go get Starbucks. So that's tight. That's the good news. And the bad news is that my period is coming like at the end of this week. So it's gonna be over. It's gonna be over very soon. It's pretty. Why are you looking at me? I'm just in my car smoking a cigarette talking to myself. Fuck off. People are so nosy. Says the girl who was by her window earlier recording her neighbor's kids shrieking. Plans may have changed. So my plan is to go to work. But I might have a family emergency. Might. I don't know yet. We'll see. So my grandpa, he's just getting old. So sometimes my aunt needs help with him. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. My main priority is my family. So if she needs my help with this current situation, then I will be happy to help. But it doesn't seem like it, because she said she'd call me back if it was an issue, but she hasn't called me back. It's been like 30 minutes, so I think that we're good. I left my makeup in the living room. What's that? Crack? I don't know. It's oh, that explains why this thing was like kind of blurry. I was wondering, I was like, that's stupid. That's a really dumb. Best trick ever. Like if you have longer nails, you can get a pair of tweezers and peel things off. I have some very exciting news. I have reached 33 subscribers. 33 whole people want to be notified when I upload videos, and I am very like stoked about that, because honestly I wasn't expecting it. I am kind of curious, like, because you can't look at who your subscribers are, which I think is weird. But shout out to you guys. Thank you. I appreciate you. I really honestly didn't even think I'd make it this far because of my crippling anxiety. But so far I haven't gotten anybody who's being a dick, so that's nice. I read online that reaching your first 1,000 subscribers is the hardest. I don't know. We'll find out. I really just like want to get better at editing. Not sure how to do that. I like my style of editing. It just like, it takes so long, but I don't know if that's a me issue or if that's a like technology error. I am kind of curious what it would be like to get an editor, like just to see how different it would be. Because I like to edit, it's fun. And honestly, like, I do a lot of dumb shit. I don't know if I want to send somebody all my footage. I actually take like a lot of footage and just crop it down into these small little vlogs. Like, I spend a lot of time filming, but you wouldn't know it because the videos are like normally between 10 and 20 minutes. So I try to keep it short, relatively. It's very hard to pick like what would be considered like key points because there isn't really like an entire storyline to this. It's just kind of my day. I don't have like a plan. I just kind of like film throughout the day and then I see where I end up and then I just kind of put it together. I don't know. You don't really know until like you start looking through all the footage you have and you're just like, okay, this is what I'm gonna go with. I feel like that might not be a good thing because I feel like, I don't know, I guess I watched a lot of vloggers and I feel like a lot of their stuff is pretty planned out, but they also have like more inspiring lives than I do. Because all I do is like work and chill. Bees calls me the stoner girl who doesn't stone because I don't really smoke weed. I know, dreadlocks could fool you, right? But I don't really smoke weed, so I just like, I'm a mellow person. I don't know. So I feel like a lot of people on the internet are pretty crazy and doing a bunch of extra ass shit. And that's why I think I feel boring. But I don't know if boring might be a bad thing. I feel like boring might be a good thing. What do we think? Do the other side. Football. Do you look too crazy? I feel like this one looks like more crazy. Okay, I feel like that's better. I don't know. We'll find out. Just feel like I've done the wing eyeliner so much lately. So good and like so easy. But fuck, I keep forgetting to go buy eyeliner. I went to the mall and I still forgot to buy eyeliner. I don't know if I like that wing or not. Nope, not my favorite. What else could I do with myself? Let's try this one instead. See what happens. Or I could just do like super crazy makeup today if I wanted to. I just feel like this whole you look better without makeup like movement that's going on is like totally fucking up the fun of being a stripper. Because everyone is trying to be like, oh, you look pretty, but you would look prettier without makeup. And you're just kind of like, thanks, bro. You want to dance? Because I like my makeup. Just like marks. See, now I got this because, let me show you real quick while that dries. So it makes like little stamps. So look, it makes little hearts. I have like all the shapes. It has like hearts and stars. And there's like 4 of them. That's all I know. Cute little hearts. Should I make little hearts on my face today, or do you think people would like not like that since the whole natural movement is here? Like I love crazy makeup, I really do, but for work it just does not work. Everyone has what they like. It's just very easy to keep it on a more natural, neutral thing than to try to make somebody who's not into girls with makeup like makeup. So just keep it simple. These things were so cheap. I'm fucking pumped. Should I do a heart? I feel like a heart would be cute, but I don't know. And I don't really post anything in my description because I don't know what to say. Like, here's my video. watch it because here it is. I don't know. Like, if you want to watch it, watch it. I don't feel like, I don't know, because, like, I don't really read descriptions. I read comments. That is my fetish. I love to read comments. I'll be watching your video. I'll be listening and watching your video mostly. And, like, I will be reading through all the comments. It's really bad. Like, I kind of can't help myself. I feel like I just have to multitask to keep myself semi-sane. It has, like, little, like, flicks of glitter in it. So they'll just get, like, everywhere. If I use a brush, like, on this, like, it just, like, and the next thing you know, I've got glitter in my eye. It's a whole thing. I'm crying. It's really upsetting. I feel like a lot of girls who start dancing, stripping, whatever you want to call it. I personally don't give a shit. Whenever I meet someone, they're like, oh, what do you do? I'm like, I'm a stripper. Because I've set up a dancer a couple times. And wow. Oh, cool. Do you do ballet or like fucking tap or salsa or like, no, actually I have no coordination whatsoever unless I'm taking my clothes off for money. That's straight up it. I don't do any other kind of dance. I don't like twerk in the club. I don't have any type of like coordinated dance routine. I wasn't a cheerleader. That's my favorite when people are like, oh my god, you look like a cheerleader, like you used to cheerlead. Is that how you got into stripping? Because you were a cheerleader and you were just great at dancing? No, absolutely not. I had never fucking danced. I had always been way too shy until there was money involved. So stop saying that lame ass shit to strippers, because we don't really do that. There are some girls, like one girl I work with, she's a very good hip-hop dancer. She's part of a team that travels and competes, and she's fucking fantastic and she kills it. But she is a better person than I am, because she actually like pursues her hobbies and shit, and I don't. So I'm absolutely terrified when people are like, oh, you're a dancer. What other kind of dance have you done? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I flat out tell people I am a stripper when I first meet them. As long as it's not like a creepy dude, you know. It's different. But if it's just like, I'm out and about and this girl's like, oh, blah, 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 I'm so-and-so. I work here, do this, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. What do you do? I'm like, oh, I'm a stripper. Ends the conversation right there. Unless they want to talk some bullshit about, oh, my friend of a friend is a stripper. For me, it's kind of like, it just feels like that, like, token friend card when somebody's like, oh, so-and-so that I know, like, that person that I know, who knows that person that I know, they're strippers too. Oh my god. Like, why? Why can't you just be like, cool, and move on? Or people are like, oh. And things get real awkward. And you're like, bitch, I just take my clothes off for money. Calm down. Like, you act like I told you I kick puppies. I'm fine with my job. I have no shame. Obviously, I'm putting on the internet what I do. But sometimes they have their version of funny story. Oh my god, I knew this girl in college. She was a stripper. Or like, oh yeah, I have lots of stripper friends. Or like, whatever. Like, be real. Or like, people are like, oh my god, I know this girl who works in like Arizona. Her name is fucking Tiffany. Do you know her? She looks like this. And I'm like, do you know how many fucking strippers there are? Like, no, probably not. If I've never worked with her, like, I definitely don't know her. Like, it's like me being like, oh, cool, you fucking, I don't know. Like, oh, you're a doctor. You must know, like, this doctor. Or like, oh, you're a teacher? Do you know this teacher who works in another state? No. You probably don't, unless they're, like, famous or something like that. And even then, like, I don't keep up with that shit. Like, I have a really good friend. She works at my club. She's a porn star too. Like, she's fucking awesome. But like, before I worked with her, I did not know her, and she's very well known for what she does. She's excellent. So, you know, good for her. But I didn't know her until I knew her. I don't want to. But I'm done. My makeup has been not taking very long at all. So actually really like this nude color better. It's called Blow Up. Ah, YouTube censorship. Can't tell all my jokes. But yeah, so we'll see what tonight brings. I don't know, I feel like last night was not good. There's a lot of, I don't know, there were just a lot of joy kills last night, and I'm not really looking forward to tonight, but I need to get out of that headspace because there's different people there every night, and I can't just assume that because there was a bunch of fuckheads one night that the next night there's gonna be a bunch of fuckheads. And I'm really just like bringing the negative energy to me, supposedly, according to all that woo-woo shit. So I'm gonna try not to do that. I'm gonna try to be happy and thankful that I have a job where I can work the schedule that I want. I can make my own hours, and I am responsible for my own income, which means that if I work and hustle and try really hard, normally it's rewarded. And if I go there in a shitty mood and I don't do shit, I'm probably not gonna make any money. So I really just need to relax and get my head together. And just relax. That's really why I started vlogging. It just like, it gives me a little bit of like mental stimulation to edit and things like that, and I'm not in school right now, so since I've been out of school I've been quite bored. I really am enjoying the editing process and the creativity of it, and honestly kind of the freedom of I don't know, I don't mean for it to happen like this. This is kind of becoming like a running diary a little bit. I didn't mean for that to happen, but I don't know, I feel like that's kind of what's happening. So this is where we are. I don't know. I don't really have a direction with this. I'm just kind of like saying what I think every day, and then we'll see what happens. I just needed something creative and mentally stimulating to do, because a lot of times my job is not that. But then there's other nights where it is, and it's great, and it's awesome, and I'm like super, super happy. But last night was not that night. We just had a lot of very disrespectful crowd in there. And I just don't do that shit. I don't like people who treat me some type of way. I don't really like people who stereotype me because of my job. Because I've been stereotyped my entire life. I grew up with a single mother. I had a single mom who didn't go to college. And my entire life, oh, and she was an addict. She was in recovery when she got pregnant with me, and you know, she stayed clean. I was born healthy, like everything was fine. Like I didn't grow up like in an environment where like there were like drugs out or anything crazy like that. I grew up for the most part in a healthy environment, and I have a really, I wouldn't say healthy family dynamic, but my family's very close, a little bit too close sometimes. So like, I just really don't like being stereotyped. Because I wasn't supposed to graduate high school. Because I was supposed to have a baby because my mom had a baby. Your mom has a baby when she's 16, and that means you're supposed to have a baby when you're 16. Statistics say so. I was supposed to be behind. I was supposed to be really dumb and like just not prepared for school or education or whatever you want to call it, because my mom was a single mom. I wasn't supposed to go to any college at all. I've done 2 different types of college schooling. I've done a trade school, and I've done actual college, like community college. And I wasn't supposed to do any of that either. And I'm supposed to have a baby still, and I'm 25 without a baby, so I don't know. I just, like, last night there was a lot of people stereotyping me, and I'm not very good at dealing with that because, yeah, I have dreadlocks, and yeah, I have tattoos. But that's just what I find aesthetically pleasing on myself. That's what I like. I've always wanted tattoos, and I wanted dreadlocks. God, for forever. And then I finally did it, you know? I finally did it. And now that I'm here, I'm getting so many people who just think that I'm some type of way. Like, I have people come up to me, like, every night asking me for weed. Like, and it's legal in California. You could literally, like, go anywhere. There's dispensaries you could just walk into, and all you have to have is an ID, and you could literally buy whatever you want on the shelves. But people ask me because they're like, oh, you must have good weed. I'm like, actually, no, I don't really smoke. Like, I can't remember the last time I bought weed. But I went to a dispensary to do it. There's a couple of them. You should Yelp it. And, like, I don't know. I've had a couple people be like, oh, like, you talk better than somebody with dreadlocks and tattoos and piercings. Like, you don't talk the way that you look. And I'm just like, because I think I look awesome. I mean, I like the way I look. Like, I love my tattoos and my dreadlocks and my colored hair. Now it's colored again. I love my purple and my blue. So please explain to me what you're saying, because I don't know. And then they get, like, real nervous, and they're like, oh, that sounded really bad. And I'm like, it did. It really did. It sounded really bad. It sounded like you were a very, stereotypical kind of, like, an asshole. Honestly, it sounded like you were about to say something that would make you an asshole. So I think you should correct yourself, because I tend to not like assholes. So I'm giving you a chance. Fucking get your foot out your mouth. And, then they'll be like, oh, no, I meant, like, you look better, or, like, you talk better, or, like, whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. Like, why can't I just look the way that I want, and then you get to know me before you just assume shit? I don't know, but I guess everybody goes through different types of stereotyping type shit, so I shouldn't complain, because there's definitely a lot worse stuff. But stuff like that just really gets to me, and it makes me, like, not enjoy my job, and, like, a lot of people I'm very chill. I chill, and, like, guys will come up, and they'll be like, are you working? It doesn't look like you're working. And I'm like, smoking a cigarette, chilling. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm just waiting to see what the fuck is up, because there's, like, 6 people here. Because it's fucking, like, 8 o'clock, and, I'm just kind of, like, conserving my energy. I'm like a hybrid. I save my gas until I need to use it. Until then, I'm on electric. So, and they're just like, oh, well, you don't look like you want to be here. And I'm like, then I wouldn't be here, bitch, because I make my own schedule. So I only come in when I want to work. What's up? I don't know. I'm just ranting. Maybe I'll name this one, like, Stripper Rant, because I'm just ranting about stripper shit today. Because I had a shitty night last night. Not really money-wise, but, like, people-wise. So funny. People, like... So, like, how normal people go to normal jobs? Normal. And they'll be like, oh, today was good or bad because of XYZ. It rarely has to do with their money, because they make a salary or an hourly wage. For me, there's 2 factors. Was their money, and was the environment good? Because, like, if you make good money, the environment tends to not be as important. But I've also had nights where I've had like a really good like talk with somebody and not made a lot of money, but I still enjoyed myself. So there's like a lot of variables on whether or not you have a good night. And last night, it was like middle on each. Actually, no, it was like middle money and like very low quality people there. So I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too deep. It's not that deep. I'm that deep, but it's not that deep. Does that make sense? I guess we'll see what happens. But have a good night. I will talk to you guys later. One last thing. So I went to this burlesque show that was run by MFC, and I worked for them for like a little bit, like probably 2 months. I think I got my tax thing and I only made like $600. Like that's how little I worked with them. But they gave me a gift bag when I went to this burlesque show. And it has this thing. It's a ring light. So watch this. What? This thing's actually like, and there's like, this might change up my vlog game. Yes, I am pleased. Thank you, MFC. Because like, wow, makes a huge difference. What? Holy shit, this thing is a game changer. Yes, I'm pumped. Okay, cool. It was free. It's really cute. It's super tiny. It's gonna up my vlog game. And it's rechargeable. I don't need batteries, so it's super cute. Okay, so I just wanted to try this thing in the complete dark. Wow. And it only goes brighter from here. Fucking bombs. That's so great.